Turning to Gaza, where an 8th baby has died from hypothermia. Yusuf and his family had been sheltering in a tent in Khan Yunis after being forced from their home by the Israeli military. Exposure to the cold has killed 7 babies before him as displaced families struggle to protect the most vulnerable from the winter weather.
I am the mother of Yusuf. I lost him. They didn't give a single moment to feel happy with my baby. This is Yusuf. He's gone forever. He died because of the very cold weather. He slept next to me, and in the morning I found him frozen and dead. I don't know what to say. No one can feel my misery. No one in the world can understand our catastrophic situation. Yusuf was fine. He was born healthy. These are some second-hand things for him. I am a mother of 2 daughters and 1 other son, and I lost Yusuf forever.
Well, colder temperatures throughout Gaza have increased the risk of exposure for people living in tents. Israel has blocked humanitarian aid, including blankets and adequate shelters. Let's take a look at what hypothermia is and what causes it. Well, it happens when the body is losing heat faster than it can generate it. The human body needs to maintain core temperatures of about 37 degrees Celsius that it does through digestion and movement. It must stay within a narrow margin of around 1 degree, which allows vital organs to function, including the brain and the heart. Let's go live to Tareq Azzoum, who's in Deir el-Balah in central Gaza. Tareq, so another baby dies from exposure. Tell us what happened to baby Yusuf and how many more other babies are at risk.
Yeah, this is a new grim reality that is facing children across the Strip, and especially newborn babies, where today another baby has passed away and from hypothermia due to the lack of shelters and severe weather condition that they are incredibly going through. Right now, as I'm talking to you, Malene, the father of that baby is at the morgue of the hospital crying and with incredibly frustration is written on his face because this is not the only child that he has lost, but since the beginning of the onset of winter, he lost 2 children. Both of them have passed away from hypothermia, and this is a part of the ongoing consequences resulted from the Israeli military genocide on the Strip. Simply, the Israeli military had targeted the vast majority of civil infrastructure across the Gaza Strip, and they mainly operated in all areas, turning the vast majority of residential homes into a pile of rubble, and now families are forced to live inside flimsy makeshift tents that can't afford them any sort of strong protection against the biting cold weather, and basically they did not have enough materials and items to insulate themselves as families are trying to gather any sort of materials, including fabric debris or at least a plastic sheeting in order to heat themselves and to keep their families warm. But many of families right now are left in the open. They do not have any sort of blankets, mattresses and winter clothing due to the ongoing Israeli ban and restrictive measures being taken since day 1 of the conflict in order to exert more pressure on civilians. And now we are clearly seeing what is the basic consequence resulted from these procedures, and even the hospitals are not able to fundamentally provide them with essential health care due to the overwhelming capacity of hospitals, with casualties resulted from repeated attacks, as Israel has killed more than 200 Palestinians in only 3 days, and now they are incredibly busy with dealing with critically injured and wounded people. So the Gaza Strip right now is incredibly a very pressure cooker of despair, and they are trying even to cope with the situation with all possible means as they are navigating unthinkable circumstances on the ground.
Many thanks for your reporting, Tareq Azzoum, there for us in Deir el-Balah in central Gaza.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.